We flew to Jaipur for an hour's flight, and then we had a tour of, we got on a bus to drive the rest of the way, and we stopped by this lake and had a water tour of Ayapo and Aceh islands, two islands on this giant lake, Danao. And on this Aceh, we saw helmets from the GIs in World War II. Isn't that amazing? General MacArthur had headquarters here. And also we saw leftover metal beds and equipment and just things that an army would leave. And you got to remember that this was how long ago? In the 1940s. So that was a long time ago. Our boat was an old one, like the African Queen. Had a little cover on it, and it had the engine in front, and it went to-tum, 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 to-tum. And I was sitting over there, and the man told me back, because I was sitting by the exhaust thing, you know, and he thought my bag was going to catch on fire there. And we asked about the boat, and he said, oh, good quality. He said, the Dutch built. And then I asked about the life preservers. And he says, we have them. And I said, I would like one. And they had to run to the restaurant where they had them. Yes, they have them, but they don't use them. Holy Moses. Well, I needed that. That was necessary for me. We were traveled in the bus. We were still traveling. And we traveled through another Festival of the Flowers parade. And this was miles. We were going miles at a snail's pace. And a little boy was walking along, and Betty handed him a toy through the window. And then he kept walking with us the whole way, and we'd speed up, and he'd run. And then I gave him a pencil, and then he kept going. He went with us for over a mile walking, and finally we started to go real fast, you know. And then he had to drop back. He couldn't make it anymore. So, then we had another flight. We were 3.5 hours. We went to Ujung Pandang in the island of Sulawesi. And I had never heard of Sulawesi before. I mean, what is that? And, you know, it's in the Celebes. It was the Celebes Island. I had heard that before, but not Sulawesi. But we're here, and it's really just amazing place. But first, I'll tell you, our guy Jim was ill, and I was too. I don't know what happened. We were in the airport there, and all at once I just was, wow, I'm sick. I've got a headache. I've got a stomachache, this and that. There, I was sleeping on the way there, and I missed the city tour. I couldn't go on that. I went to bed, and I started taking medicine, and I slept 16 hours. And then the next day, we had to travel by bus, and